Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Tonight, a good one on tap as part of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration series, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Now to get this one started, and we are underway from Indianapolis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his 3rd division championship in as many years.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. No gain on the play.
As a defense, you're going to bounce when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Stroud. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
For the Texans.
Fighting him off. 43 yards on the punt, a 7-yard return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York, but after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
Now Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 5-yard gain on the start for them, near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
In motion right is Pittman. Now Jones throwing on fourth down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more on that one and another first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you can't have a buzz. You still feel paralyzed above central. Friends just having kids.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And out a little across across the 25 to the 27. This upcoming week, of course, an important one for us in the Madden community. It's the kickoff to John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Big John was such a presence on that holiday to so many of us, and we look forward to a big slate of games coming up on Thanksgiving Day. The Packers and Lions started out, followed by the Chiefs and Cowboys. What a game that'll be. And then finally the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night. They'll begin on the ground with Marks. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Stroud off the play fake. They'll swing this out to Marks. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Still third down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Stroud to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over first and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
10 yards. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A short one there, caught by Warren. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This second and 4. They give to Taylor out of the gun. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run the option here on first and 10. give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
But you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. Now play. How about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley able to punch this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out comes Houston. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Stroud down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. They try to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down. It's a gain of 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Marks now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter two as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On his own read to give to Marks. Before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Stroud going to give to Marks. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 37. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And his offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 34-yard line.
Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul left.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, big man with ball. Net bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 12-yard line. His 1st catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 20.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. He's actually utilized more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Stroud now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins from 4 yards out. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Time for the touchdown. Here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, what a move. And he returns this to the 22. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on first down. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But for us, when they're at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10, Taylor now. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's one. And it's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because you see a guy cutting in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 13-yard line.
I just want to rap. Body out of here. Shorty got that body out of here.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
At the 18 yard
it's
line.
never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the run. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. C.J. Stroud ready to lead the Texans on their next drive. Last drive, surging like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
On the ground, it's Marks to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, another run to Taylor. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
Brings up 2nd.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
25-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. The backfoot throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Jones. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll pass pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. That complete to Downs. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
Jones.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw again. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
35-yard line.
Final play of the half, Stroud. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. Back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down up to the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And this taken in by Downs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's now second and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth.
Second and 6. Throwing Jones. His throw incomplete.
That open man that time made him put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Marks. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Stroud. That is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
47-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. Pushes him over. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now what a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets its offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now defensively, we have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Daniel Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Stroud to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying it. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They set up the screen. Marks. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
The Texans, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing now is Stroud. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
2nd and 5. They run straight ahead with Marks. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
They got this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On the give, here's Marks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play action. Stroud now. This one taken in by Stover. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And Stroud now to throw. And he's got it complete. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Chubb is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Marks trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak. And they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up. Unable to get it on 3rd down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is a worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stroud sets up the play action. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Payne getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it done every day.
Number 14, Alec Harris. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14th.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw again. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here goes Stroud again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Freddie Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and 19. Looking to throw. Stroud. He'll swing this out to Marks. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now, 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, you know, in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the left side, finds his receiver, Noel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
In motion, the tight end. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. That complete to Downs. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll get this complete to Collins.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He'll find Marks out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.